sometimes it's hard being motivation for yourself, especially when you feel like you don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like going through the motions. You don't feel like getting up and doing anything. But it's necessary. You have to do it. It's nothing like sitting on those thoughts and just rewinding them and festering on them, being hard on yourself and critical on yourself. Like for me, that's like the worst thing. I don't like how those thoughts come and they reoccur and they make me feel uneasy. So, my remedy that I've been using for a long time, I just didn't realize it, is that I have to get up and go outside. I have to be moving. I have to get out, and I have to get outside of the walls of the confines of my apartment at the time, or a house, or wherever, and see the sky, and see people, and it distract my mind from what those thoughts was and give me new thoughts. And it works out pretty good for me. Just being around people and just being around outside, and just being in a different scenario than where the thoughts were triggered at. And it works so well because it just gives you a bit of different perspective, to think about and to ponder on. And I'm so grateful for this understanding, because when you sitting in, I won't say misery, but when you sitting in discomfort of mind and unease of mind, it can feel overpowering, and you start creating scenarios and you feeling like things are not in your favor. But things are usually in your favor if you create that mindset for yourself. Like if you create that ideology that's what you want for yourself, it's going to be in your favor. You gotta just trust and believe in your creator and your higher source, and it works out for you. Well, it worked out for me. It works out for me typically. Not all the time. Everything is not going to go as you want them to go. We can't snap our fingers and just have the life or the desires that we want right then and there. But in due time, when you put the work in, it comes to fruition for you. So you just can't give up. You got to keep on, pushing it forward and keep on doing what you got to do to make the best life for yourself and make yourself happy. Because I, for a long time, looked for happiness and outside of myself into somebody else, and it ruined my mind, it ruined my relationship, it ruined my thoughts, it ruined just me as a person. So I know I can't go there for that appeasement. No longer ever again. So. Yeah.